We are the Stack Mustangs team from ISHR, and we present to you the Guardians of the Forest. The Stack Mustangs team from the International School of Hannover region, Germany. Our mission is Stacked for Impactful Solutions. And we present to you the Guardians of the Forest, Smart Forest to the Rescue. We are currently competing in the Craft 2021 in collaboration with the Global Innovation Field Trip.
During this project, we followed the IDEOU design thinking process. The first step of it is called discovery. During the discovery phase, we try to understand the challenge by doing research based on the topic. During the second stage, inspiration, we try to emphasize with the problem by doing research with the problem, and we create some rough sketches along with the product. During the ideation phase, we try to finalize our idea for the project. During the fourth stage, experimentation, we created a working prototype and a 3D on-shape design. During the final stage, evolution, we try to improve our prototype and finalize it after we have gathered feedback for our solution.
The discovery. Forest fires are related to the global goal number 3, good health and well-being, which is related to the world health. Forest fires are massive fires that burn down the forests. Research says that in 2020, about 10.3 million acres were burned. That's about 1/8 of Germany's land. It's just too much. Forest fires destroy the ecosystem, killing numerous common and rare species. That's how most of them get extinct. This totally messes up the food chain and destroys the animals' habitats. The smoke of the fire releases a lot of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, that is very harmful to our health. It is also the cause of climate change.
There are many examples of forest fires that are actually happening recently around the world. Some of the massive ones are the Amazon rainforest fire in Brazil, the Australian bushfires. There are also fires in the Northwest Territories in Canada and California, and the Siberian wildfires in Russia, and there are many more of them. The main two causes of forest fires are either made by humans or by natural factors. If it is humanly, it is because of campfires, cigarettes, illegal use of fire, and deforestation. If it is naturally, it is because of lightnings, volcanoes, or space debris, lack of water, and extreme temperatures.
Ideation. Firstly, we started with basic ideas and sketches. We later clarified that in a forest, we can install a type of system that will be able to prevent, detect, and deal with forest fires. This is one of our subsystems that we were able to create.
So this is the flame detector. This is the underground tank that collects rainwater, and from there is the pipeline that will get the water out. This is the normal LED, and this is the danger fire LED.
The system we just mentioned is called the DDS, short for Dragon Detection System. It is a functional subsystem that we have created with many functions such as flame detection, smoke detection, temperature detection, and humidity detection. If any irregularities are sensed, it will send a signal to the next subsystem called the
Wi-Fi towers. The Wi-Fi towers are situated in strategic locations within the forest. They are capable of sending signals to the main human tower, which can then alert people of a nearby fire. This system will ensure that people can evacuate safely and rapidly. Moving on to our rain collector system. It works by collecting rainwater, which is then stored in a large container. During the event of a fire, the system will immediately spray out the contained water from the pipes. Firefighters will also be able to utilize the stored water as they can easily attach their hoses onto the pipes. This will allow firefighters to have quick and easy access to a water source.
We assembled all of the subsystems in a 3D sketch in Onshape. There are two possible scenarios. Scenario 1, the DDS, the Dragon Detection System, senses irregularity. It sends this to the Wi-Fi tower, which relays it to the human towers. The humans can then evacuate any near villages and decide what to do. The most likely scenario is that they will send a signal to the Wi-Fi tower, which will then relay it to the rain collector, which will then spit out water and try to extinguish the fire. Scenario 2 is that the human tower, the humans in the human tower, detect a fire on the floor or see one. Then they will send a signal to the Wi-Fi tower and to the rain collector, which will then spit out water again.
In the evolution stage, we need to reflect on how this project is actually being effective. So we use this visual, which we call the tenets of success. First, we need to look at the feasibility of the project and how it can be implemented. We will also need to look at the viability of the project and how easy it is for it to be actually made. Lastly, we will also have to look at the desirability of the project and how important it is and how stakeholders and governments would like to implement it. This is where we find that true innovation will come into play. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. I'm curious, and this is a question that, if I may ask a question, that I like to pose on the GIFT event, recognizing that this is a stage with a global audience, from educators to peers and other young innovators. How can somebody, or what are you looking for collaborators or mentors, or what can somebody contribute to help you in the next phase of your work?
Well, we've had a lot of support already from Mr. JJ, as we can see, who is here in the meeting also, and from Mr. Besnick, who has supported us during this whole time, but also our school teachers, our ISHR school teachers, who motivate us to have open and creative minds, always. So
that's so important. That's so wonderful.
So where would you like to take it next then?
Well, we'd like to research more into our topic and collaborate with other members. Like, we already have a pretty good team here, but other students who are also very passionate about the forests like us, we would love to have them in our team.
Yes. And I think that's going to be fantastic, right? Because you have a huge audience here, as you saw today on the GIFT stage. So I think you most definitely will find students like-minded who are also equally inspired to do something to help the forest. So I think continue to work on your project, continue to find your network around the world. There are a lot of companies too that are watching this. Remember, you're partnered with PTC, and who knows where this might go. So keep the momentum, and well done. Very proud of all of you.
I'm very humbled to get to hear a bit of your creativity and innovation. I know, I assume, and I assume, thinking I'm correct, I have confidence in this assumption, that this is just one aspect of the change making that each of you is contributing to the world. So keep it up. Please keep moving. Please keep going. The world needs you, and really honored to have you here today. Thank you for sharing.
Just one last thing. Just so you know that this is a true cross-collaboration team, because that was part of CRAFT. And we have a student from grade 5, Sarah, and then we have middle school and also high school. So we have all 3 divisions represented in the Stack Mustangs, and that makes me ever so proud. Yeah.
It's so important. I think diversity is a key to innovation and a key to coming up with relevant solutions. And new solutions. So an amazing example of this at work. And yeah, I mean, look, if our high schoolers are already thinking this creatively and innovatively, I have a lot of hope for the future. So keep going, please. And thanks for being part of GIFT.
It's actually a really huge honor to be in GIFT finally to present our idea to you guys. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. It wouldn't be worth it without you. So thank you.